topic of our show tonight is entitled The Order of Things. And this is basically going to be breaking down the Most High's order as far as his structure. And basically, I'm going to be giving you examples, and I'm going to be expounding on different scriptures that come from the Bible. This whole thing, this whole dialogue that's going to take place is going to be basically just giving you information that comes from the Bible and how, the Most High's instruction is coming from the scriptures. And so it's just for our people to realize that the Most High expects us to live by a certain code. So what I'm actually reading from is the Holy Bible. And we read from the King James 1611. And the reason why we do that is because it's actually the closest translation in English derived from the original Hebrew and Greek that the original scrolls were written in. That's why we read from this particular version of the Bible. I'll also be coming from a book that we also read from. It's called the Apocrypha, and really it was originally texts that were in the original Bible but were taken out by certain powers that be that had their own agenda and didn't want this message to get to the general population. So basically I want to take you to a scripture in the Apocrypha, and it's actually in a book entitled 2nd Esdras chapter 4 and verse 2. And it reads, "It were better that we were not at all, than that we should live still in wickedness, and to suffer, and not know why." Our people are walking around and going through these problems, these trials, this fire, so to speak. And Ezra is saying, it's better that you didn't even exist than to exist like this and not know why, not know what to do in order to remedy the situation. And when I say our people, I'm basically speaking of the 12 tribes, the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel, which the Bible continually speaks of. The Bible is written of the Hebrew Israelites, for the Hebrew Israelites, by the Hebrew Israelites. It was joined together and written for this nation of people. It's their history book. When you hear me making reference to our people, I'm basically meaning the people of Negroid and Indian descent, the so-called blacks, the so-called Latinos, the so-called Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, Haitians, those people that live in North, South, Central America, the Caribbean, and certain islands in the Pacific. Those are what are considered the true Hebrew Israelites, what the Bible actually speaks of. And just to give you a little history on that, I just want to go into, in Deuteronomy, it explains to the nation of Israel what would befall them if they were to do the laws of the Most High, if they were to follow after what he said they should do. And if they didn't, there was also repercussions concerning that. So actually, in these latter days and times, those curses, because our people did not do what the Most High asked of them, that they're actually reaping the repercussions of not following the laws. And those curses are actually to show as a sign to them now, because what the Most High said was that if you don't do this, then I'm going to strip you of your land, I'm going to strip you of the knowledge of yourself, the history, all the riches that I wanted to give to you, but because you didn't do what I said to do, then you're not going to be able to benefit from all of these things. So that is what happened to the nation of Israel. And also because now they don't know who they are in these last days and times, these curses are going to show as a sign to them of who they truly are, because they're going to be shown as to be the only nation of people, or only group of people that are actually going through these particular curses. So let me just go there in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 45 and Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 45 and 46. And it says, "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou shalt be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments, his statutes, which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." So basically, like I said, these curses are for a sign, so that you can look in here, read the curses, and go, you know what? Yeah, that's happening to us. Yeah, right there, I understand. That's happening to us. We must be these people that the Most High is speaking of. That's how you know who the chosen people of Israel are. The topic of today is the order of things. And I just want to go to that scripture that explains the order. And when I say order, like I said, the Most High gives us order concerning how we should eat, how we should treat each other, how we should, back in the day, sacrifice certain things to Him. But this order that I'm speaking on today is basically the order between the hierarchy of men and women. And it's spelled out actually in the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, and verse 3. And it reads, "But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God." So that's the order of things.